What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a little small Gotham Knights tidbit, which actually is extremely exciting. This is basically what we can expect to see from them at DC Fandome in short words, and I want to try to expand that in obviously the only way I can think of doing. And so basically, this comes from, I believe, their own Discord. Okay, this is their community manager. She kind of came out, and we knew about her, and we've actually known about her, in charge there, again, in this department for a very long time. And she said, "At everyone, we're so thrilled for DC Fandome and can't wait to share more of the story and our main antagonist, the Court of Owls. We're looking forward to the show on October 16th. So again, very short, but at the same time, honestly, this gives us everything we need. In fact, now I'm not going to play the, I called the card, because when you talk about 10,000 things, of course you're going to get something, right? And that's what I try to latch on to. But no, honestly, we've said before, one of the things I do think they could show is, well, obviously, Red Hood and Nightwing, which I think if you don't show them in action at all, it's a little odd, and it's like, when are we going to get to that part? But I did say, remember, I've said, well, what if they take an approach of talking about the villains, showing that? That's literally right up the alley. So it seems like, now to me, it's almost like a story trailer. That's how I read into it. Now, obviously, she says the word story, and she says the main antagonist, Court of Owls, but I could very easily see some sort of story trailer where we set up, which honestly, guys, would indicate more Bruce stuff, more Bruce Wayne, more Batman stuff in the disappearance or the death, or, whatever they want to call it, the Court of Owls being the kind of main force and how we're going to deal with them. Now, they're teased throughout the first trailer, the only trailer that we have of the game, and they are in it a fair amount, but I'd argue most of it is the announcement. Like, the main point of that first trailer is the announcement, is showing the 4 Gotham Knights, is setting up Batman gone, and they're the ones to kind of step in. That's the main point of that trailer. So I feel like, at the least, okay, for DC Fandome, we're going to get heavy focus on the villain. Now, not villains, actually, that's one of the most recent things I said, right, is maybe we see almost like a villains trailer, which I do think could happen. Like, I don't think that's impossible. Not here, but I do think it could happen eventually. But it seems like it's going to be, okay, here's going to be the Court of Owls. Let's focus almost an entire trailer on them, but let's set up the story. So, I guess, again, like, story trailer is kind of what I'm thinking at the very worst. And very worst meaning, not like it's a bad thing, but like it's the only thing. That'll be, we'll have to see. Yeah, I think it's too early to call. And, I think just seeing it alone would be actually very awesome. I don't think anybody's going to say no to getting, a trailer. But the question I guess I'd have is, we've waited this long, over a full year. We see it. Now, whether or not it ends with a release date, right? But we see it, and, like, if that's all they show. They almost made it difficult to follow themselves, what they did last year, because they did both. You do a full-on, like, you do a 3.5-minute trailer, and then you do, like, 8 minutes of gameplay. I mean, that's, in terms of announcing a game, that's kind of unheard of. The only one I can think, like, Assassin's Creed does that pretty much every time. That's definitely an Assassin's Creed thing, especially with, like, E3 kind of levels. But really, there's not a lot of games, specifically, I would say exclusives, like when PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo, when they announce games, like, you never see a meaty trailer, you know what I mean? A big trailer, and then also, like, a huge gameplay segment to attach. Now, that is what led me, that's what I think led a lot of people to believe, okay, this game is close. And I think that now, I thought that back then. The game was very close, I think, to coming out. Probably that, the early spring or, like, holiday season was when they wanted to, and obviously, the stuff around the world pushed it. So, we'll have to see if they follow by just having one trailer, or, is what she talking, because again, like, this is official, like, this is what's going to happen now, you know what I mean? Is this going to be one thing, and then it's like the one more thing, right? And there's one more, have they, companies do that at the end of their presentation. So we'll have to see how it goes, but very good that we're going to get Court of Owls. That's very interesting to me. That's very exciting. The story is cool. And again, the story, I think the biggest thing I'm going to be looking for, sadly, and maybe people can read that either way, is the Batman stuff. I mean, is there going to be more hints? No, I guess to really be flat out honest, right? I've thought from day one, he's not dead. let's not forget Capture the Night. I feel like WB Montreal wanted everybody to forget that Capture the Night existed, with the idea that literally he's captured. So I mean, it's actually very funny because like I really do believe he's just missing, and you'll find him throughout the game, and he is gonna still be alive. But I do wonder if the story, but now's Judgment Day. You know what I mean? Do they lean into it and say, okay, we're going to give you some hints that he's actually not dead? Or do they almost double down in this trailer and be like, nope, he's dead. He's dead. Like, he's more dead than you think he is. So I wonder which way they'll go. So, obviously we'll talk about this more as the next 2 weeks goes on. I got lots of different, videos planned. But make sure, firstly, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Secondly, make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon, because I will be covering this a lot. Follow me on Twitter if you guys haven't already. I have a second channel if you want to subscribe there. And if you guys want to support us on Patreon or YouTube memberships, links are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.